Namaskar, good evening. Welcome to our new channel. And in today's class, we'll discuss some new questions of environment science, or you can say environment. And I hope you will like these videos. And if you are liking these videos, then please like, share, and subscribe to our channel because it's necessary. And I also want to request you that please share these videos to your family friends, to your family members, to your colleagues, because that will motivate us. Because when you uh, do some comments and likes, and these videos will be reached in a high proportion. So please do like, share, and subscribe. So in today's video, we'll also discuss some new topics of environment, and all these questions have been asked in various examinations of state PCS as well as UPSC. In a state PCS, mainly UPPSC, UPPSC RO ARO, you can say Rajasthan PCS, MP PCS, Haryana PCS, all the state questions where Hindi language as well as English language is necessary. We have tackled all the questions. I hope you will like it. So our first question is: a country's natural capital included all of the following except. I'm also again repeating this question. A country's natural resources. A country's natural resources. A country's natural resources capital included all the following except, means when we talk about the natural resources, so as you know that the what is the natural resources, so these are the natural resources. So when we talk about the natural resources, in natural resources, everything is uh, everything is included which are developed, or you can say which are governed, or you can say which are provided by the nature, in which everything is there: air, water, biotic component, everything is included in natural resources. So now I think you can answer it that the forest, because forest is also a part of living things, so we can say these are the natural resources. Water is also natural resources because man doesn't make water, means all the activities in which only nature is included is known as the natural resources, and the resources in which man-made activities are there are known as non-natural resources. So water is also natural resources, and minerals are also natural resources because these are prepared by nature, not by human beings. But roads are constructed by human activities, or you can say by human beings. So you can say that roads are not natural resources, and except road, all the third, means forest, water, minerals, all of them are natural resources except road. So now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is: the main role of solar radiation is, means what is the main role of solar radiation in? Options are: in carbon cycle, in hydrogen cycle, option C in water cycle, and option D in nitrogen cycle. Means you have to tell that as you have discussed earlier, that solar radiation plays important role. It plays important role in many cycles. In many cycles, because sun is the ultimate source of energy. Sun is the ultimate source of energy. So we can say that sun governs, or you can say sun runs various type of cycles. But when we talk about the in various cycle, which is the totally dependent on solar radiation, so we had to choose that thing. That is carbon cycle, hydrogen cycle, water cycle, and nitrogen cycle. So any one of you, yeah, 6 people are live, then please try to comment. Please please provide your comments. So the answer is water cycle. Now you will say, so how you can say that the water cycle is the correct answer? Let me guess. So as we have discussed earlier, that sun, this is our sun, yeah, this is our sun, and sun is the ultimate source of energy. It is ultimate source of energy. Means all the energies which are found on the earth are mainly, or you can say partially governed by solar radiations. How we can say that? Mainly we have to talk about the water cycle, because water bodies, about two third of water is present in the oceans. About two-third of water is present in the oceans, as well as in hydrosphere. In hydrosphere, water is also present in form of vapor. In form of vapor. So what happened to them? So when solar radiations fall on ocean, or you can say river, these are ocean, river, river, sea, everything is there. So when solar radiation will be high, so there will be vaporization. There will be vaporization. There will be vaporization. Due to this vaporization, the water in that condition, in vaporization, the water converted into vapors in form of vapors, and goes into the hydrosphere, and it makes a layer. It makes a layer of water, or you can say water droplets. And when the temperature will be falls down, so these droplets changes into rain vapors and falls on the earth. So this cycle means totally dependent on the solar radiations, because solar radiations provides a heat, and due to the heat, these changes from water to vapor, then again vapor to water. So solar radiation play a most important role in this type of radiations. Means solar radiations play a very important role in water cycle, not except then. So now we will move to the next question. Our next question is, National Environmental Engineering Research Institute is situated in National Engineering National Environmental Engineering Research Institute is situated at, it is also known as NERI. NEERI. It is also known as NERI. So when we talk about NERI, yeah, when we talk about NERI, National Environmental Engineering Research Institute is situated in Nagpur. It is situated in Nagpur. When we talk about its when in which year it was built up, or it was constructed in 1958. In 1958, it was established. In 1958, it was established in Nagpur. So I think it will be the correct answer. In NERI, various research programs conducted every year, and they mainly work on environmental things, means environmental pollution, some new techniques, some new machines, some new postulate, some new advantages, some new techniques by which we can protect our environment. Means they mainly concern about the pollution, as well as how we can decrease pollution and how we can save our environment. This is the main cause, or you can say this is the main theme of NERI. Well, so now we will move to the next question. This is very important question. Now you can see that in various examinations these questions have been asked. So now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is, when and where the National Environmental Engineering Research Institute NERI was established. Now, the same question is there, that when NERI was established. In earlier question, we have discussed that NERI was means National Environmental Engineering Research Institute was established in 1958 at Nagpur. So our answer is option B, 1958 in Nagpur. So now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is, what is important for sustainable development? Means in which of the following, what is important for sustainable development? Means which of the following is most important for sustainable development? So before going to them, and options are conservation of biological diversity, option B, prevention and control of pollution, option C, decreasing poverty, and option D, all of the above. So now we have to discuss about the sustainable development. What is sustainable development? Well, when we talk about the sustainable development, so we have to understand that sustainable development is a phenomenon in which we save in which we doesn't think about too much use of natural resources, means we doesn't cut. In sustainable development, we doesn't cut. We do not cut our wishes, and also save our natural things, and also save our natural things for upcoming generation, for upcoming generation. Now you can understand that in sustainable development, we mainly work for our environmental save programs. When in sustainable development, we mainly try to save our environment. We means we use natural resources at a certain limit. We use our natural resources at a certain limit, and we also save them for our upcoming future generations. So this type of development is known as the sustainable development. So the options are, what is important for sustainable development, means in which of the following what of the following things are important for sustainable development. First is the conservation of biological diversity. Yeah, it's very important, because when diversity will be there, when there will be huge diversity, huge diversity, first thing is, what is diversity? Diversity means variety. Diversity means variety. Diversity means variety of organism. Variety of organism. Diversity means variety of organism at a certain place. At a certain place means, if you have two options are there, that if I will provide you two options, that in park or in jungle, which have more diversity, then you can say, sir, the jungles, or you can say the forest, have more diversity, because they have a various type of species at a certain place, whereas in parks there is not huge diversity, because it is man-made, and the natural and the forest are mainly naturally. So in natural areas the diversity is more, and when there will be huge diversity, so it will also leads to a fresh environment. It will also lead to a fresh environment. So we can say that it is, if there will be huge diversity, so there will be a good for sustainable development. I mean, option A is correct. Now option B is prevention and control of pollution. Yeah, because in sustainable development we also talk about the prevention of prevention and control of pollution, because when there will be huge pollution, it will decrease, our good environmental conditions, and when there will be bad environmental condition, so it will decrease our sustainable development goals, and also you can say the sustainable development program. So we can say that the pollution prevention and control of pollution also leads to prevention and control of pollution also provide good condition for sustainable development, or you can say it is important for the sustainable development. Option 3 is there, decreasing poverty. Yeah, decreasing poverty is also necessary for sustainable development. Now you can say, sir, how we can say that poverty play a role in sustainable development? Because when there will be huge poverty, so people will not use, you can say, the people will totally destroy natural resources, like or you can say in forest, they mainly cut trees, or you can say they depends on the leaves or trees for their fuel. So if you will provide them fuel, so they will not cut the trees, or you can say they will not cut the leaves of those plants, and they will not use then there will be less emission of carbon dioxide, and when there will be less emission of carbon dioxide, so we can say that our sustainable development will goal easily. So we can say that poverty poverty also play a very crucial role. Poverty also play a very crucial role in sustainable development. When there will be less poverty, so we can easily achieve our sustainable development goal. So for sustainable development, these are necessary. So we can say that all of these, or you can say all of the above is correct. So option D is correct. Now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is there. The common, the common carbon matrix supported by UNEP has been developed for. Yeah, 6 people are there. Then please provide some answer of these questions, please, everyone. So well, our question is the common carbon matrix supported by UNEP. UNEP means United Nations Environmental Program. UN for United Nations and EP for Environmental Program. Environmental Program. So this is all a UNEP have been developed for. The common carbon matrix supported by UNEP means we have to talk about the common carbon matrix. So first thing is there that what is common carbon matrix. So options are there: assessing the carbon footprints for building operations around the world. Option B, enabling commercial farming entities around the world to enter carbon emission trading. Option C, enabling governments to access the overall carbon footprints caused by their countries. And option D, assessing the overall carbon footprints caused by the use of fossil fuels by the world in a unit time. So when we talk about the common carbon metric, so common carbon metric is directly attached is directly attached is directly attached on building material in building material. So now you can choose the answer that assessing the carbon footprints of building operations around the world. So carbon common carbon metric is totally supported by assessing the carbon footprints of building operations around the world. So option A is correct and all these are incorrect. So now we'll move to the next question. Which of the following is not the objective of smart city development? Means now we have to answer that which of the following is not a goal, or you can say not an object of smart city development. So 6 people are there. Please try to answer these questions, please, everyone. Well, when we talk about the smart city, because this question was asked in 2016, and the concept of smart city was come in 2015-16. Then now you can understand that why these questions have been asked in those examinations. So options are there that good governments, yeah, in smart city, good governments is also necessary. When there will be good governments, when there will be good government, or you can say good governments, then it leads to a good smart city. So it could be right. Option B, clean green city. Yeah, it is also necessary for the smart city program, because when there will be clean green city, when there will be no environmental pollution, means less environmental pollution, so it leads to a good smart city. So it is also correct. Option B, stabilizing quality life. Yeah, it's also correct. And option D, smart mobility. Yeah, in smart city, smart mobility is also necessary, because in smart city there will be eco-friendly. There will be eco-friendly vehicles. Means there will be smart city mobility. Yeah, it's also correct. So which one of the following is not? It's not an object. So stabilizing the quality of life. Yeah, this is wrong. Then you can say how it is wrong, because in smart city we cannot stabilize the quality of life. We can improve, we can improve we can improve the quality of life. We can improve the quality of life, but we cannot stabilize. It is impossible to stabilize the quality of life. Yeah, on the other hand, we can improve the quality of life. So the correct answer will be the improve of quality of life. So option C is incorrect, and all of them are correct. Now now we'll move to the next question. Earth summit was held at. Options are Cario, option B Rio de Janeiro, option C Durban, and option D Quito. Question is, Earth summit was held at which place Earth summit was held? Options are Cario, Rio de Janeiro, Durban, and Quito. So correct option is option B, Rio de Janeiro, which is a city of Brazil, in which Earth Summit was held. In this city, Rio de Janeiro, the Earth Summit was held. So option B will be the correct answer. And in Rio de Janeiro, the UN Earth Summit of 1992 as well as the 2012, these summits have been held on. Now we'll move to the next question. What was the title for Rio 20 declaration? As I told you, what is the title for Rio 20 declaration, or you can say Rio plus 20 declaration? Options are the future we want, option B, the future we seek, option C, the future we have, option D, the future we see, and option D, none of the above. And this question was asked in Chandigarh PCS. Yeah, this question was asked in Chandigarh PCS. So, what was the title for the Rio 20 declaration? As in the previous question, as I told you, that Rio de Janeiro, which is shortly known as the Rio Summit, in Rio Summit, in Rio Summit, the first summit was held at 1992 in Brazil. In Brazil, and the city was Rio de Janeiro. After the 20 years, after the 20 years, means in 2012, after 20 years, in 2012, again a summit was held in Rio de Janeiro, and which was known as 1992 plus 20 makes 2012. Means this was again held at Rio de Janeiro in Brazil in 2012, and the common declaration was the future we want. The future we want was the title of that declaration. Okay, means the correct answer is the future we want, which the future we want. It was the title of Rio 2012, or you can say Rio plus 20 declaration. Getting my point? Well, now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is, the first Earth Summit was held at. It is the first. It's a small gap. The first Earth Summit was held at, as we have discussed in the earlier question, that the first Earth Summit was held at Rio de Janeiro. Option C is correct, and it was held in 1992 at Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Now we'll move to the next question. International conference held in Rio de Janeiro was, means there was a international conference, there was a international conference, and that was held at Rio de Janeiro, and was means what, which company, or you can say which organization was the main party behind that conference, or behind that behind that conference. Option A is United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development. Option B, Environment and Pollution Summit. Option C, International New Economics. And option D, none of the above. Meant international conference held at Rio de Janeiro, and it was owned by, or you can say it was governed by, United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development. United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development, it was the main body behind it. So now we'll move to the next question. What is the thin layer of gases around the earth? Means we have to name the thin layer gases around the earth. Now I think you can answer, that is the atmosphere. Well, options are biosphere, option B, water particles, option C, atmosphere, and option D, hydrosphere. And it was asked in 44th VPSC. So what is the thin layer? What is the thin layer of gases? This is the answer. What is the thin layer of gases? So simple is there, that is the atmosphere, because in atmosphere there is a layer of thin layer of gases. There is a thin layer of gases, due to which we can trap energy. Suppose if these gases are not there, so there will be no life, because these gases have the ability to trap solar radiations, to trap solar power, which provides us heat. So, and due to this heat, there is life on the earth. Well, So now we'll move to the next question. Air is an. What is air? Air is an. Options are compound, option B element, option C mixture, and option D electrolyte. And this was asked in 39th BPSC. In 39th BPSC, air is an. As you know that the air is a mixture of gases. Air is a mixture of gases, means option C is correct. When we talk about the air, so first thing is there that what is mixture, what is element, and what is compound. So this is the basics. So firstly we'll talk about element, then mixture, then compound. So what is element? Element, then compound, and then mixture. So firstly we'll talk about element. Element are those substances which are made up of same type of atoms. Elements are those substances which are made up of same type of atoms. Same type of atoms. Or you can say when same type of atoms are there, so that is it makes an element. So in simple words we can say elements are those substances which are made up of same type of atoms, means which are made up of same type of atoms makes the element. Till today about 118 elements are there. Till today about 100 elements are there, in which about 92 are naturally found elements. Are naturally found elements. So this is all about the element. When we talk about the compound, when we talk about compound, that what is compound, then you can say, so compound when two or more elements combine together in a fixed ratio. Combine together in a fixed ratio. When two or more elements combine together in a fixed ratio, it makes compound like H2O. In H2O, when two atoms of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen mix together, then it makes a molecule of water. And it's not possible, then you can say, so I have four molecule of oxygen, four atom of hydrogen and one atom of oxygen make water. It is not possible. It's not in compound. So compound are those substances. Compound are those substances when two or more elements combine together in a fixed ratio, it makes a compound. Compound can be of various types. In simple category, we can say that is the organic compound and inorganic compound. We'll discuss earlier in chemistry. So we will discuss further in chemistry. So this is the compound. When we talk about the mixture, yeah. Now when we talk about the mixture, so mixture are the substances which are made up of various elements. These are made up of various elements. But their ratio is not fixed. But ratio is not fixed. So these are known as mixture. Because when we talk about air, in air the ratio of gases are not fixed, so we can say that air is a mixture. Because in air about 78% nitrogen, about 20 point something oxygen, about 0.93% argon, about 0.36% CO2. So this is not fixed. It's not a fixed ratio. So we can say that air is a mixture. So take a screenshot, then we will move to the next question. Option C is correct. Well, now we'll move to the next question. Yeah, our next question is percentage of nitrogen in dry air. As we have discussed in the previous question, that what is the percentage of nitrogen in dry air. Options are A 21, option B 27, option C 50%, and option D 78%. we have discussed it in the earlier question that the percentage of nitrogen in dry air is about 78%. This is about 78%. So option D will be the correct answer. Now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is there. Which of the following is considered to be the optimum concentration of carbon dioxide for natural balance in the atmosphere? This is really a very nice question, and it was asked in 2017. Well, which of the following is considered to be the optimum, means optimum concentration of carbon dioxide? Optimum concentration of carbon dioxide for natural balance in the atmosphere. Options are A 0.02%, option B 0.03%, and option C 0.04%, and option D 0.05%. And correct answer is option B 0.03%. Till today, this time about 0.036% of CO2 is found in atmosphere. In atmosphere, this time about 0.06% of CO2 is found. And if its level will be decreased, sorry, this is not 0.06, this is 0. Sorry, it was wrong. It is 0.36%. It is 0.36%, and if its level will be decreased to this level, so it will be very harmful for the environment. So now we'll move to the next question. Which one of the following is not which of the following is noble gases is not present in the atmosphere? Means we have to talk about the noble gases which are not present in the atmosphere. It was asked in the UPPSC 2005. So first thing is there that what is noble gases. So if you are a student of chemistry, then I think you have been aware about it, that what is noble gases. Noble gases are also known as inert gases. These are also known as inert gases, and these are also known as stable gases. Stable gases. Now you can say, sir, what do you mean by that? So when we talk about these gases, so mainly helium, neon, argon, krypton. I think I should write here. Mainly these gases are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. So these are the mainly noble gases, and atomic numbers are 2, 10, 18, 36, 54, 86. These are atomic numbers. So the question is which of the following noble gases is not present in air? So helium is present in the air, neon is present in the air, argon is also present in the air, and krypton is also, means every gas is present. So what is the option? Yeah, neon, radon. Radon is not present in the atmosphere. Radon, because it is not present in the atmosphere. So option C is correct, because all these gases are present in the atmosphere. If there will be a secondary question that which of the following, if the question was there that which of the following, you can say which of the following. Yeah, you can say, you can also change that question, that which noble gas has highest concentration, has highest concentration, has highest concentration in atmosphere. So in that condition you can say, sir, argon. Argon is the right answer, because in argon the percentage of argon is about 0.93% in the atmosphere. Argon is present in 0.93% in the atmosphere. So this is the noble gas, or you can say this is the ideal gas which has the highest concentration in the atmosphere. So now we'll move to the next question. In the atmosphere, the highest percentage of is of. It's a simple question, that which gas has the highest percentage. Options are there: oxygen, then carbon dioxide, then nitrogen, then hydrogen. And the correct answer is nitrogen, because nitrogen has about 78% of the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide has about 0.66%, and oxygen has about 20 point something 23% of oxygen. And I don't know about the hydrogen. It is will be in very small quantity. So the highest percentage will be of nitrogen. So now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is there. The highest percentage of gas in the air is. This is again the same question. If all the plants and trees vanished from the earth, the gas which will decrease is, means if all the plants, if all the plants, the question is, if all the plants and trees vanished from the earth, means there will be no plants and trees on the earth. So what will be its impact on the earth? Options are, what will be the impact of gases on the earth? Means the gases which will decrease is A, carbon dioxide, B, nitrogen, C, water vapor, and D, oxygen. So in that condition, the amount of oxygen will decrease very fastly. So option D will be correct. Then you will say, sir, CO2 should be there. No. When there will be no trees, when there will be no trees, in that condition, because tree have the capability to generate oxygen in this atmosphere. So correct answer will be the oxygen. Now we'll move to the next question. Everyone who is live, please do comment on this channel. Well, 8 people are there, but no one is commenting. Please comment on these. If you have any problem, then you can ask easily. Yeah. So our next question is, what is Rio 20 conference often mentioned in the news? As we have discussed in the earlier question, that what is Rio 20 conference? Rio 20 conference is also known as is, yeah, options are there. A, it is the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development. Option B, it is a ministerial meeting of the World Trade Organization. Option C, it is a conference of Intergovernment Panel on Climate Change. Option D, it is a conference of the member countries of the Convention of Biological Diversity. So as we have discussed in the earlier, that it is the United Nations Conference on Sustainable Development, because in Rio 20 conference, which was held at Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, in 2012, in 2012, and the main agenda is about the conference on sustainable development. So option A is correct. Now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is, consider the following statements. Means we have to consider about the following statements are there. Option A, the sustainable development goals were first proposed in 1972 by a global think tank called the Rome of Club. I don't know about it. Option B, the sustainable development goal have to be achieved by 2030. Which of those statement, yeah, which of the statement given below is are correct? So option B is correct. Because why it is correct? Because we have to achieve, it is our promise to ourselves that we will achieve sustainable development goal by 2030. Because when we talk about the sustainable development goals, so there are 17, there are 17 sustainable government sustainable development goals which we have to achieve by 2030. So option B is correct. So option A, the sustainable development goal were first proposed in 1972 by a global think tank called Club of Rome. Option A is wrong. Why it is wrong? Because when we talk about sustainable development, it was mainly come in news in 1972. Sorry, in 1987. In 1987, after the Berlin summit. After the Berlin summit, and after 2012, after 2012, there will be a storm. There will be a storm news of sustainable development goals. So now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is, who has propounded the concept of limits of growth? The concept of limits of growth. Option A, Club of Rome. Option B, UNESCO. Option C, Barclay Commission. And option D, Agenda 21. You have to answer who has propounded the concept of limit to growth. Please answer it fast. Who has propounded the concept of limits to growth? Option A, Club of Rome. Option B, UNESCO. Option C, Barclay Commission. And option D, Agenda 21. This is not the correct answer. Now, this is also not the correct answer. And now you have to choose in A and C. And please, 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 it's my humble request. Then please comment its right answer in the comment box. And the question number is 23. I will wait for your answers. Now, we'll move to the next question. Given below are two statements. Two statements, one labeled as, one is assertion, means one is a statement, and next is the reason behind it. So now the statement is there. There is positive relation between human development index and sustainable development goal ranking of Indian states. Yeah, it's okay that there is a positive relation between the human development index and sustainable development goals ranking of Indian states. Reason, what is the reason? The underlying dimensions of sustainable development goals targets are closely related to education and health aspects. Select the correct answer using the code below. Option A and R are true, and R is correct explanation of A. Option B, A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. C, A is true, but R is false. Means we have to answer. So uh, we are talking about sustainable development goals. Then there is a positive relationship. There is a positive relationship between the human development index and sustainable development goals. Yeah, it's also positive things, because when there will be huge amount of human development index, so it's sure that there has a good sustainable development achievements. So it's a good thing. Next is there that Indian states. What is the reason and development goals and SDG ranking of Indian states? What is the reason? Yeah, reason. The underlying dimension of sustainable development targets are closely related to education and health aspects. Yeah. Option, select the correct option. Yeah. The underlying dimension of social development targets are closely related to the education and health aspect. Yeah, it's okay. Also okay. Both are correct, but it is not the right answer. Means A and R both are true, and B is not the correct answer. So option B is correct. Now we'll move to the next question. There is some printing mistakes. I hope you will ignore it. Which of the following is related to the production of ecological balance? Which of the following is related to the production of ecological balance? Option A, forest policy. Option B, environmental protection act. Option C, industrial policy. And option D, education policy. And now we have to select the correct answer. We have to select the correct answer by the codes given below. A is A and B. Sorry, option A is 1 and 2 are correct. Option B, 2 and 3 are correct. Option C, 1, 2 and 3 are correct. And option D, all of the above. It was asked in UPPSC. Well, good. Which of the following is related to the production of ecological balance? Now, first, forest policy. Option B, Environmental Protection Act. Option C, industrial policy. Option 4, education policy. Which of the following is related to production of ecological balance? Have it, all of them, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Yeah, because forest policy also directly attached to the production of ecological balance. Yeah, it's okay. Option 2, environmental protection policy of 1886. Yeah, it is also directly attached to the production of ecological balance. And option C, industrial policy, because industrial policy is also attached to this program, because when in industrial policy there is degradation and there is a policies for decreasing the pollution, environmental pollution. So it is also there. Education policy is also there, because in education policy now we are going to teach various pollution things or various environmental protection act, various good thing to uh, decrease the pollution level, as well as to increase the desires to achieve the sustainable development goals. So now it's okay. So the correct answer is all of the above. So all of the above, yeah, option D is correct. Now we'll move to the next question. Our next question is, many transplanted seedlings do not grow. Many transplanted seedlings do not grow. Why many transplanted seedlings do not grow? Because option A, the new soil does not contain favorable minerals. As it's impossible. Most of the root hairs drip off new soil too hard. Option C, most of the root hairs are lost during the transplantation. Option D, leaves get damaged during the transplantation plantation. Now it's a simple question, and I think you can answer it. Please be attentive. Hmm? अरे भाई. So the correct answer is many transplanted seedlings do not grow. Many transplanted seedlings do not grow because A, the new soil doesn't contain favorable minerals. Option B, most of the root hairs drip of new soil is too hard. Option C, most of the root hairs are lost during the transplantation. Option C is correct because at the time of transplantation, then there is a you can say when we transplant any plants or trees from one place to another place, so its root hairs are also damaged. So option C is correct. Option C is correct. Well, now we'll move to the next question. Concerning global environment facility, concerning global environment facility, which of the following statements is are true? When we talk about the global environmental facility, which of the following is correct? Option A, it serves as the financial mechanism of conservation on biological diversity and United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Option B, it undertakes scientific research on environmental issue at the global level. Option C, it is an agency under the OCED to facilitate the transfer of technology and funds to underdeveloped countries with a special claims to protect their environment. Option D, A, B. Concerning the global warming, which of the following statement is are correct? A, B. So it serves the, yeah, option A is correct, and option A, B means option D. A and B both are correct. Now we'll move to the next question. Yeah, environmental degradation means what is meaning of environmental degradation? Option A, overall degradation of environmental attributes. Option B, adverse changes brought in by human activities. Option C, ecological imbalance because of ecological diversity. And option D, all of the above. Means environmental degradation means. So environmental degradation means overall degradation of environmental attribute. It's okay. Adverse changes brought by human activities. Yeah, it's also okay. Ecological imbalance because of ecological diversity. Everything is there. So option D is correct. So I hope you will like these videos. Then please do like, share to our channel because it is necessary. It is necessary. Well, now we'll move to the next question. With reference to the circumstances in the Indian agriculture, the concept of conservation agriculture assumes significance. Which of the following falls under the conservation agriculture? Option A, avoiding monoculture practices. Option B, adopting minimum tillage. Option C, avoiding the cultivation of plantation crops. Option 4, using crop residue to cover the soil surface. Option D, adopting septal and temporal crop sequences and crop rotation. Select the correct answer using the code given below. Option A, 1, 3 and 4. Option B, 2, 3, 4. And option C, 2, 4, 5. And option D, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arey bhai, kya hai? Well, now we'll talk about the conservation agriculture. So, avoiding monoculture practices, yeah, it's okay. Adopting minimum tillage. In conservation practices, adopting minimum tillage is okay. Third, avoiding the cultivation of plants, crops, yeah, this is not okay. And option 4, using crop residue to cover the soil surface, it's okay. Option D, adopting sapal and temporal sequences. So 245, 245, 245, 245. Yeah, where is 245? Yeah, option C is correct. So I hope you will like these videos, and if you like these videos, then please do like, share, and subscribe. In the next video, we'll also talk some new concept, and some new questions of environmental science. And please, please, please be attentive because your exams are very near. So be attentive. And if you found any difficult words and any difficult concepts in these videos, then please note down them in your copy, or you can say in your notebook, and try to revise and recall them. That's enough for today. Have a nice day. We'll meet again on the next day.